Hello, hello, hello. See me in my little nightgown. Um, I have to say that God has been working on me. I am being worked on like a building. Do you hear me? I say you better build in God. Ugh. But I came to talk about the topic of don't go back. Don't go back. When somebody hurt you, don't go back. And I know it's a whole cliche that women been saying for years. But I'm gonna share a story with you. Um, and I don't normally go back because I seen my mama do it. And men don't change, right? They don't. It takes a lot for a man to change. And for a lot of women to see the error of their ways and change. It takes life literally monkey stomping you. Life will monkey stomp you and dare you to cover your head. It will. And nobody escapes it. Nobody escapes it. What you do with it, do you rise or do you fall? It was what God had brought to me. So embark on this little story with me, okay? So me and a guy that I went to middle school with, he liked me in middle school. I couldn't date him in middle school because I already had a boyfriend in middle school, and subsequently married that man. Stayed with him middle school, high school, and married him. Go figure. Plus, back in the 90s, when it was the ninth, goddamn, I went to high school. I went to high school 91. So this is the 80s. Oh Lord. The end of the 80s. Yeah, my middle school was the end of the 80s because I walked on Lamar campus 1991. Ooh. Yeah, because I graduated in 95. Anywho, so it was the 80s that me and this guy, well, so back in the 80s and 90s, you're light skinned, curvy, pretty, it, boys and men. Now, don't get that twisted. Boys and men wanted you. They didn't care that you was in middle school. Now, everything is so political now. But back when they didn't give a damn. You had grown ass men dropping girls off at middle school, picking them up after school. Okay. Anyhow, boys would have been brutal to him because he was more of a laid back kind of guy. Beautiful smile. He's always had a beautiful smile. But laid back, kind of nerdy, quiet. Ain't getting in the way. Ain't trying to get in no trouble. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he come from people who love him. And he liked me. And I liked him too. I just could not date him. Okay. So mind you, in high school, like I asked about him, I couldn't remember much about him. And then as time went on, he just faded in the distance. One day, out of the blue, I go to a country club, my first time at this country club with my friends, and I go to the bar. So a guy comes behind me, asks me what I'm drinking. I tell him what I'm drinking. He's drinking the same thing, and he asked, "Can he buy my drinks?" And I said, "Sure." And then we're like watching each other. He's like, "God, you look so familiar," and I was like, "You do too." Come to find out, we same people from middle school, right? So I'm intrigued from first meeting. He felt very, 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 very familiar first meeting. Now, you know, country has slow music and fast music. So we're watching the fast music. He's on one side with his people. I'm on the other side with my homegirls. And so we meet in the middle for a slow dance. And we end up kissing on the dance floor right then and there. I still have that song, those songs from that night still on my little country playlist. Anyway, from that night, we were like this, just like that. Talked every day, laughed, talked every day. But there was just something inside that said, is he married? Because he lived far. I mean, far. And when I went out there for the first time, it felt like it's developed now. Because my cousin stayed in the subdivision before his. But back then, oh my God, it was like the country. It was like, what the heck? What is, it's nothing. Like nothing was there. It was just like the country. So that was long time ago. And I was like, when I went to his house, I seen remnants of kids. No remnants of anybody else. But there's one little nudge that just kept nudging. I asked this man 17 times, was he married? Why would I ask a man 17 times if he married? That don't make sense. But that was my inner knowing telling me. So time go on. We're dating. I am completely in love. I am over the moon, engulfed in love with this man. And we started spending more and more time together. And then he started never leaving my house. I didn't think none of it because he's a single man, I think, right? And he introduced me to his son. He introduced me to his mother, his aunt, his grandmother, his uncles. I'm introduced to his family. Now, the first time I meet his dad was more like, I don't like her. You like her? I don't like her. I don't like her ass. Basically, that's what he said. I don't like her funky ass. That's what he said exactly. And I was put off. I was like, whoa. I didn't know where that came from. And his mom was like, Junior's crazy, blah, 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 yada, yada. He just say whatever on his mind. I'm like, you ain't got no more times. You said it that first time, but bro, you ain't got no more. That would be you, though, because me and your son could be over the bar. What he did, I don't bend to families' opinions of me. I'm not doing that. Anyway, so time go on. His wife tracks me down. She called every number on their call log until she find me. So I get home from work. I'm calling him. He's not answering because he knows now that she knows and she talked to me. So his mom calls. And I go to his grandmother's house to meet his mom. And she said, come walk with me. And I go outside and I walk with Sandra because that's his mom's name. I go outside and walk with her and she tell me some things about her son. And I was like, okay. And then the grandma. One day he had the flu and he was sick as a dog. And one day the grandma was like, baby, come in here. I went in there with Murders. She sat me down. She's like, come get in the bed with me. And I was like, okay. And she talks to me and she tell me about the Martin men. And I said to myself, something about this feels odd. Something is very, very odd about what's going on. Mind you, the shit hit the fan. The wife calling me, the mama calling me, and the sister calling me. And they're calling me, threatening me. And I'm having to have them to understand, you cannot call me and threaten me. I'll see your ass today. I will see you today. No, you can't call and threaten me. You can call and ask me fact-finding questions. I can tell you what I know. Did I know of you? No, I didn't know of you. I've been in the house. I didn't see remnants of a woman. I told the truth. I didn't know anything. I've been to your house. I didn't see a remnants of a woman. I saw remnants of kids, but no remnants of a woman. So, what am I supposed to think? I didn't know. So as time go on, he keeps lying, he keeps lying, he keeps lying. I asked him when we were dating, before we spent so much time in my house, when he was going to his house, I was like, one day we was talking, it was early, and I was like, I heard a baby. I was like, is that a baby? He was like, no, this is the TV. Then I ain't hear the baby no more. That was a baby. Her name is Taylor. That was a baby. So, long story short, everything started to just come out gently. And I told myself, because I was separated from my husband, and I had went through some traumatic things with my husband, and I just knew I did not have the capacity to go through something else traumatic. But yet and still, it was traumatic nonetheless. Broke up with him Super Bowl Sunday. It was Super Bowl Sunday that year was February 2nd. And I broke up with him that day. And I had to, because he wasn't going to be honest. And in my mind, I was like, we're young, Can't expect him to be honest. We're young. We were in our 20s, So, and plus it's some things that I wanted to do in my life and figure out in my life. And I didn't need to be engulfed with somebody feeling like I'm back in a marriage and thrown back in a family. Like I didn't want that. So I decided he just wasn't going to be honest. And I just left a cheating, dishonest man. So why would I get myself trapped up in a cheating, dishonest man again? And I kept telling myself, Misty, as much as you love him, you're going to have to leave him. He's never going to be good for you. He's just not. Okay. So we broke up. After the breakup, it took about a year of knocking on my door, calling, ringing my doorbell, just straight harassment, if that's what it felt like at the time, because I am trying to move on. And he just got in his mind, you belong to me. That's it, and that's all. That's what it felt like you belong to me. Anywhere he saw me, you had to back up. And I was like, this man, he is crazy. But of course, we're in our 20s, we're young. So I'm like, I got to get away from this man. This man's not going to let me be free. And he had a wife and children. By this time, I know about the children. I know about the lie. I know about the house. I know about the pregnancy. I know about everything at this point. So it's a no for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a no for me. And then on top of that, I found out he left her. And then he went back. Like, it was all just a big pile of gumbo that I didn't want to eat. So left it there. 14 years go by. 14 years go by. And in these 14 years, if I be honest, I felt like in 14 years, I've met men and I've encountered with men, but I could never find the encounter I had with him. With him, felt like harmony. With him, I felt seen, heard, and valued. I felt safe with him. Regardless that he didn't tell the truth, I felt safe with him. He makes me feel very safe. He does. He has the capability where other men don't. He does. And that was the first time that I ever experienced safety with a man. And I didn't know. I felt that was love, that was we were supposed to be together. Maybe time will pass. I don't know. But so time did pass. He divorced. Him and Aaron divorced. And he embarks on another relationship right then and there. No break. Just, right? So, him and I crossed paths 14 years later. I had somebody in my life. He had somebody in his. He claimed, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to be completely honest with you, bop, bop, bop. And I was completely honest with him. I knew the guy that I was seeing. It just wasn't something that was serious. We were seeing each other, but it wasn't serious. And he claimed what he had wasn't serious. So, just like before, see each other. Here we go again on this bullshit. Okay? But this time, it's going to be way worse than the first time. Okay? In 4 years, this man got engaged, proposed to the woman, all while being with me now, at my family house. He proposed to this woman, got engaged to this woman, and married this woman right under my nose, and did not have the common courtesy to say, Misty, I've decided to get married. And let me tell you, the hurt that I experienced before, it didn't hold a candle to what I experienced this time. And this is a cautionary tale to tell people, don't go back. The first pain was grace. You're going to need mercy for the second pain, okay? Because he came back with a older, wiser, better to fuck you over. And one thing I learned about men, when you leave them, they never forget it. And it came to a point to me, it always felt like it's a nudging in me that just said he wanted his lick back. But he didn't understand that he hurt me. I didn't lie to him. He lied to me. You tried to take my life and toss it up in the air. I didn't do that to your life. So he's a forever victim. He is a forever victim. He's always the victim when he's the goddamn perpetrator, you know? So I would encourage, don't go back. Don't ever go back. And I should have took cues from people, because people in my family know I don't go back. But when they seen him, they was like, oh, so we went back, right? Oh, what happened to not going back? You know, they wore me out, child. Ooh, they wore me out. But in my mind, I love him. I love him so much. It's okay. So, and then Nelly and Ashanti split the block. I was like, see? They split the block. No ham, no ma'am, no turkey. Okay? So, don't go back. Please, whatever you do, find enough strength within yourself to say, this person is who this person is. That I did not leave this person because they were ugly. I did not leave this person because they were broke. I did not leave this person because they were fat. I did not leave this person for anything cosmetically. I left him for character. He has no character, which is scruples, morals, standards, boundaries, like integrity. He has no integrity. He has no standards. He has no morals. He has nothing, absolutely nothing to offer me. I prefer my man to have character, and he does not. And the crazy thing, let me just say this. When I clicked on Facebook, because that's how I found out he was married. One night, I was scrolling Facebook, and his sister was posting the pictures from the wedding. And she called him Bubba. She's like, my Bubba did a thing. And I was like, did a thing? So, what'd he do? Baby, I almost passed out. And when I tell you it was a beautiful wedding, that woman had the wedding of her dreams. But she's going to have the marriage of her nightmare. And I'm a woman's woman. I feel the most compassion for her. What she's going to have to endure with this man. She's going to need those videos and those pictures. She's going to need all that to stay. Because that man is not going to change. He's just not. And I feel the most sorry for her that one day she's going to wake up and be like, this has been a whole lie. I encourage women not to do that to themselves because it breaks you on your soul level. It's a soul level wound. And trying to heal a wound that's on a soul level, you're going to spin for a while. And when you 50 and got to spin, no, boy, fuck you. Fuck you in your ass. And may you have the life you deserve.